KFC then and now, a look at how the fried chicken giant has evolved. There are certain myths about entrepreneurship, such as the belief that you must start when you're extremely young to succeed as an entrepreneur. However, the KFC owner disproved this idea. It's never too late to start something new or to complete all the things you've been wanting to, according to Dallas Clayton. You may now understand how this phrase perfectly describes the owner of KFC. Welcome to the Time Capsule channel, the place where we dive back in time and tell you the stories of the present. Colonel Harlan Sanders started and maintained one single restaurant in the middle of the great financial crisis before KFC rose to become the most well-known fried chicken company in the world. Considering this respectful and challenging history, KFC has developed into a global brand having an estimated worth of $8.5 billion, holding a position at 86 on the list of the world's most valuable brands for 2019. The high degree of wealth KFC currently enjoys is a reflection of several factors along the way, including its new method of frying chicken and providing it as a fast food item and its distinctive branding as a restaurant based on Southern hospitality and cuisine. The company's distinctive logo and the innovative ways in which they have employed it across its many marketing initiatives are among these elements, though. We'll go into great length about KFC's history, the inspiration for its logo, and how the design has helped KFC become the most adored fried chicken establishment on the globe. So let's listen and watch this video to learn about KFC's motivational beginnings. Furthermore, you will learn about KFC, your favorite food retailer, its creator, its history, startup obstacles, some of its profitable secrets, the company's present standing, and many other recent updates. Do you know? KFC, which stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken, was founded by Harlan Sanders, a businessman. Although the first franchise was launched in Utah far back in 1952, KFC has almost 18,000 locations worldwide now. One entrepreneur that started their business later in life yet had a highly inspirational life is the creator of KFC. Colonel Harlan Sanders created KFC when he was 62 years old, and don't forget that this is the time that the majority of individuals start thinking about their retirement. He was born on September 9, 1890, in Henryville, Indiana, and passed away on December 16, 1980, in Louisville, Kentucky, at the age of 90. The most exciting topic is why Harlan Sanders was interested in getting started with a company to sell fried chicken at that stage in life. His father passed away when he was 5 years old. He was in charge of providing food for his family. At the early age of 7, his mother started teaching him how to cook. As a result, he left his family's residence at the age of 12 in search of a job to help his impoverished family. He took on a number of small career paths to support himself. The only talent he had was the ability to cook, which his mother had taught him to do when he was 7 years old. He attempted to work at a lot of odd occupations, but he was never able to stay there for very long. Last but not least, in 1930, Sanders bought a Shell gas station in North Corbin, Kentucky, and converted it into a restaurant in which he served various Southern-style meals including country ham, steak, and, of course, fried chicken. People loved the unusual homemade fried chicken dish he had. He aimed to popularize his recipe on a global scale. Following the initial restaurant's 4 years of a successful outcome, Sanders moved into a bigger space across the street where he was able to fit more guests. Only 6 years after founding his first restaurant, in 1936, Harlan Sanders had already established himself as an influential individual in Kentucky's commercial world. As a result, Governor Ruby Laffoon awarded him the honorific title of Colonel. A customer's order of fried chicken from Colonel Sanders at this time took 35 minutes to cook in total. Sanders was dissatisfied with the extended preparation period but refused to use deep-fried chicken because he believed it would degrade the food's quality. But the first cookers for pressure were introduced to the market in 1939. These cookers for pressure cooking were initially just intended to be used for steaming vegetables. But Sanders managed to transform them into pressure fryers, allowing him to drastically cut the preparation time for his fried chicken while maintaining its quality too. Sanders was able to prepare fried chicken using this new technique just as very quickly as competing fast food outlets. The 11 herbs and spices that made up Sanders' original recipe were determined in 1940. Even though he never made the public aware of this recipe, he had multiple times said that it was quite easy to make and included things that the majority of people probably already had in their kitchens. Sanders' restaurant, however, entered into an entirely new phase of prosperity through these novel recipes as well as his creative method of pressure cooking chicken. With the support of a sign painter called Don Anderson, Sanders came up with the name Kentucky Fried Chicken in 1955 and then started licensing it to various restaurant owners. By 1963, there were already over 600 KFC locations around the country, making KFC at that moment the biggest fast food chain in the world. Sanders started to truly take on the character of Colonel Sanders. He began addressing himself as Colonel and grew a beard. He also started dressing in a white suit with a string tie. In his later years, Sanders would travel to different KFC locations around the nation while maintaining the iconic Colonel Sanders personality in order to serve as the business's face and brand ambassador. Sadly, Harlan Sanders passed away in December of 1980. However, his reputation as Colonel Sanders endures. Obviously, the company's instantly identifiable logo design is an essential aspect of KFC's branding. KFC's logo design has played a significant role in the brand's growth throughout the years, along with the business utilizing its logo in an extensive number of techniques to grow the restaurant's popularity. Sanders' tactics in offering fried chicken as an additional fast food menu item along with his attractive personality seemed undoubtedly the primary variables that operated KFC's initial popularity. The original KFC logo was created in 1952. The first KFC logo included a picture of Colonel Sanders dressed in his trademark with a mustache and string tie. During the time the logo was produced, Sanders as well as his character as the Colonel were well known to themselves as a key component of the KFC brand. The KFC logo has gone through a total of 6 variations since the initial version was created in 1952. However, the image of Colonel Sanders remains the same in every new version of the KFC logo. The KFC logo has never been totally redesigned, and the logo that the firm uses today still bears many similarities with the initial logo that the corporation produced over 70 years ago. The KFC logo, as it is now, emphasizes traditional Southern hospitality with a warm and friendly appearance. It is a logo that is completely consistent with KFC's identity and a great illustration of the manner in which a corporation can use a logo to convey its essential message to customers. The success of KFC is the tale of how one man's passion for cooking enabled his business to become one of the most successful franchises in the history of mankind. According to our knowledge, undoubtedly, you've eaten KFC chicken at least once in your entire lifetime. All throughout the world, KFC is incredibly well liked. Have you been unsuccessfully rejected repeatedly? If so, have you given up or tried to attempt it again? Therefore, Harlan Sanders, the creator of your favorite restaurant KFC, has faced the same problem. He always saw his failure as an opportunity, therefore the finest chicken store was born. He focused on fried chicken while burgers became the most popular dish. Once an American stand-up comedian and actor recommended KFC in the following way: MTV is to music as KFC is to chicken. Do you want to know how KFC is doing right now? Yes. It continues to expand every day. Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is known as KFC, is a very well-known restaurant all over the world at present. When people hear the phrase chicken, they immediately think of KFC since its chicken is distinctive. Since we lick our fingers to clean after eating KFC chicken, the company's concept is absolutely suitable. We hope that our audience has received a very good understanding of how the well-known, tasty, and unforgettable recipe of KFC came into the world. Also, you might have understood how a person is able to do anything if he or she is really interested in doing so. Did this buzz your curiosity for more? What would you like next? Thank you for watching, subscribe, and follow for more.